I'm going to blame the long 3-day weekend, thanks to the Memorial Day holiday on Monday. What am I talking about? Well, I'm talking about the fact that I did not have very many sales over the weekend on eBay. I only had 7, guys. 7. It's terrible. But I still had sales, and some of them were good. So I'm going to share them with you. It happens. I expect sales to pick up. We will see. But had a good day yesterday in the store. It was open on Memorial Day, so that was good. And I sold 2 items on Amazon. So obviously the 3 boxes are lots. Those 2 up there and this one here, which I'll share with you. But 2 of these items down here sold on Amazon. Which ones do you think they were? We have 1, 2, 3, 4 books, 1 CD, and 1 VHS tape. So I will let you decide which ones you think they are. And then I will tell you, this is the last couple of sales I've got, or I've gotten a few sales on Amazon, more than normal, considering I'm not listing anything new on Amazon. I'm not going in there to reprice. It's just kind of running on its own. Yes, you were correct. These 2 were sold on Amazon. We have Supremely Successful Selling by Gerald Panas, sold for $14.30. That was, I bought this at a thrift store over a year ago, so this was not worth it. I guess it was going for more, and then Amazon did its nonsense with repricing. And then this film music one was a trade. Wow, this has been up for a very long time. Probably should have listed this on eBay. Sold for $5.90. I listed it for $30, listed this for $25. They ended up selling for much less because Amazon sucks. And I sold these 4 individual items on eBay. This one, XXL, Biggest Wave Wins, I got as a donation all the way back in February of 2022. So this is definitely not worth putting up on Amazon. On eBay. It sold for $6.30 plus shipping, but it sold. This is a CD I got from those 5 CD Gaylords, or pallets of CDs. Sold for $12 plus shipping. The Origin of Fire. So that wasn't that great, but it did sell. And then this one was a local buy from February of 2024, part of a lot. This one sold for $24.14 plus shipping. It is from 1881, Wonders of Creation, Volcanoes and Their Phenomena. That's right. And there's even writing in here. Look at that. I think from 1882. So just try to imagine. I mean, we're flying along in our day here, 2025. Let's see, 100 and that would be 18. What's 18 plus 25? That's 35. And then the 3 is 43. So this is 143 years ago. Someone wrote this. Not sure. I think it says to somebody. I think it's a bunch. Something school. But I do see the date. I think it's November. I can't tell, but it says the 6th, 1882. So somebody sat down and hand wrote that in very nice, stylish handwriting in 1882, 143 years ago. And here we are in 2025, and I'm selling this book for $24. It's crazy. It's got some photos in here about volcanoes and whatnot. Got a nice color one there. Lots of illustrations. You can see 1881 is the date. So that's wild. And then this one sold. This is from a donation back in December of last year, and it sold for $39.99. I would definitely sell this again. Bible and Sword by Barbara W. Is it Tuchman or Tuckman? England and Palestine from the Bronze Age to Balfour. So be on the lookout for this one. It's not a quick seller, but it does sell for nice money. $40 sale. And then let's dig into the lots. This is another lot that I sold from the most recent donation, 20 boxes of books, but there are also, like I mentioned, some records and some CDs in there as well. And this is from Mojo. You can see it says Mojo Presents at the top there. Mojo is a magazine. And there are, how many? There are 21 of the CDs in here, of those CDs from that magazine. Bunch in the cardboard sleeves, and there are some ones in jewel cases. Ended up selling it for, I didn't write it down. I think it sold for 25 bucks though. I had it listed for 30. Yes, it did sell for $25 plus shipping. So again, put things together that make sense, and you can sell them pretty quickly. This only took a couple of weeks to sell, $25 sale. This was from the same 20 boxes of books. Trust me, I'm gonna keep talking about or getting sales from there. There's still some great stuff. This is a lot of Kurt Vonnegut books. Delacorte Press, Sirens of Titan. There's 3 of them. Sold for $27 plus shipping. I want to use this as an example to stay firm on your prices. I had it listed for $31.99. I had one person who came with a, I think it was a $15 offer. And then I came back with a much higher counter offer, closer to $30, because I was, you're going to cut it in half for no reason other than you're just cheap, because they're in great condition. And then we went back and forth, and they were just not budging. They were going up by like $1, and then we're going up by like 50 cents. So I just ended up not bothering with them. And then I got a $27 offer, which was reasonable, and I took it. So just, be aware of that. You don't have to take a super lowball offer, especially for an item you know is good, or a lot that you know is good, and you just listed it, and there's probably going to be more interest in it. So don't just take the $15 when you can get 27 if you're a little bit more patient. Now this one, oh no. Reader's Digest World's Best Reading Book Lot. There are 21 of them. This came from, the World's Best Reading. This is Mark Twain. Really nice copies with lots of drawings. There's 21 of them in here. So this is from October of last year. I thought it would sell quicker, but it took a while. It sold for $119.99 plus shipping. I really did think that this was going to sell quicker, but it didn't, and that's fine. It's still a really nice sale. The best sale over the weekend for me in terms of profit for the individual item or the individual lot. And I just wanted to confirm that, yes, it was a donation. So most of what I sold were donations. Some people that might be watching this that are new to the channel will want to know why so many of them were donated. It's because I own 2 stores. This is my second bookstore, but the first one, Books and Media, where I sell music, movies, video games, etc., and books. I've been there for 5.5 years, actually more than 5.5 years. So people will donate to me. People will, I'll do trades with people. I'll also make buys. But I've gotten thousands and thousands of items donated, as you can see, not just books, CDs, DVDs, records, all kinds of stuff. So that's why. So that was a great sale. Took much longer than I thought, but that's okay. Some of these world's best reading books from Reader's Digest are worth money individually. You just have to look them up and figure out which ones are worth selling individually. Don't just sell them. What do you call it? Don't just put them up, all of them up individually, thinking that they're worth money. I think that there are a lot of eBay sellers. I'm like 99% sure that there's a lot of eBay sellers that they get books and they don't even look them up. They just take pictures of them, put them on eBay, and cross their fingers and hope that they sell. I see it all the time. So I'm looking up books. Like yesterday, I was looking up all these older books on eBay, and the amount of copies I would find where there people took the time to take pictures of them, and the prices are like down to from $5 to maybe $15, maybe a little higher. These are all books that I'm not going to waste time on to try to sell on eBay because they're not in demand at all. There's no demand. There's no value there. There's no high profit. And the amount of people that have those books listed and are just waiting for a sale that will take probably years to come in, or many months, and it'll be a very low profit sale. They'll make a couple of bucks, $5, if they're lucky, maybe $8 or $10. Instead of doing that, guys, I strongly recommend having a minimum profit threshold. Make it $10, make it $20, make it a little bit higher. If it's $2, you're going to end up having a huge quantity of items unless you're only listing fast selling items for $2 profit. If you're listing them and they're selling right away, sure. And if you have hundreds of them, great. You're probably going to make money. You're just going to have to list a lot of them and ship a lot of them, which, if that's what you want to do, great. But talking about these items that are just not selling, it blows my mind. I feel like it's just a hobby for people or a dream that's never going to be realized. So don't do that. If you want to make consistent sales and higher profit sales, like I made a lot of mistakes in the beginning. As you can see, I share with you the sales that I make of items that I never should have listed, that I'm now just, selling off by running huge discount sales to get them off my shelves. Instead of taking the time to remove them, I'd rather just sell them off. Free up space, shelf space for better items. So the percentage, like if I get 10 items, if I list 10 items on eBay now versus 4 years ago, I have a much higher percentage of selling those quicker for what I'm asking for than I did 10 years ago. Whereas 10 years ago, maybe I would have sold one or two within 90 days. Now I'm looking at like 50% or higher, depending on what the items are, right? Because I will know sometimes that it's a long tail, and that's fine as long as there's a lot of profit in there. How much higher percentage that it's going to sell within 90 days and for good money. So if you want to make more money, spend the time to do the research, and that's where the money is going to be found, right? Not just listing everything. But those are my 2 cents. Let me know what you think. See you in the next video.